Hello, everyone. Welcome to the program Reading on the Waves. I'm Anna B. Salif. We'll be doing a story called Anansi and the Yam Hills, retold by Michael Wood and Susan Labetta. This story will be read in different voices by different characters. Now, let's begin our story. Once upon a time, there lived a woman named Five. She had magical powers.
The woman named Five did not like her name. When she was a child, other children made fun of it.
The children would slap their hands together. They yelled, "Give me 5!" and then burst out laughing.
That made Five mad. One day she decided to cast a spell on the people.
From this day forward, anyone says Five will disappear.
The spell caused a big problem in the town. No one could say the word 5 anymore because they would disappear. Children could not say their 5 timetables, and shopkeepers could not name the price of anything that had the 5 in it.
One time, a shopper asked the shopkeeper the price of a toy.
"It is 5,000. Whoosh!
The shopkeeper disappeared.
A slinky scholar named Anansi also lived in the town. Times were hard for Anansi. His family had no food to eat. He was too small to work, and he had to use his brain to get what he needed to live.
Anansi heard about the spell the woman had cast. He thought and thought. Could he use the spell to get what he needed?
These are tough times. How can I make this spell work for me?
Finally, Anansi had an idea. First, he piled up 5 hills of rich brown dirt along the side of the road.
In each hill, Anansi planted yellow yams. He watered the yams. Soon they began to grow.
Anansi then sat down by the yam hills and waited. Soon, along came Dog. He had a basket of ribs. The sneaky spider spoke in his sweetest voice.
Good morning, Brother Dog. I know you are busy, but can you help me? I am not as smart as you are. Will you help me count how many yam hills I have planted?
Don't bother me, Spider. You would have learned to count long ago.
The grumpy dog walked away. Anansi sat down to wait.
Soon Boo came by. He carried a basket of food.
Brother Boot, will you lend me a hand?
"What is the problem, Brother Spala?"
I was a sickly child. I never went to school. Can you help me count the yam hills I have planted?
"Sure, Spala. Let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoosh! Brother Boo disappeared. The fruit spell on the ground. Anansi grabbed up the sweet treats and rushed home.
During the next few months, Anansi tracked many others in the town. He tracked turtle and owl. He tracked rabbit and scorpion.
He grew very fat from all the food he had stored and ate.
One day, Mrs. Hen passed by. She had a basket of vegetables. Mrs. Hen was on her way to the market to sell her vegetables.
Mrs. Hen passed yam hills. Anansi dropped from a yam tree.
Good morning, Mrs. Hen. Can you help me with a problem?
Of course, Mr. Spider. What can I do for you?
I have planted these yam hills, but I don't know how many I have. Would you count them for me, please?
Mrs. Hen was onto Anansi's trick. A few weeks before, she had seen him fool Brother Scorpion.
Mrs. Hen walked over to the last yam hill. She climbed on top.
Let's see, Mr. Spider. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 yam hills and the one I am standing on. Anansi was angry.
What are you doing? That is not how you count.
Why? What do you mean, Mr. Spider?
I don't know of any number called the one I'm standing on. Start again.
So Mrs. Hen moved to another yam hills. She stood on it. Then she began to count. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 yam hills, and the one I am standing on.
Anansi became even angrier. He shouted,
That is not what you are supposed to say.
Well, if you are so smart, tell me what I'm supposed to say.
Now Anansi was really shouting.
You are supposed to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oops!
Well, students, parents, and caregivers, we have come to the end of this lesson, Anansi and the Yam Hills. Before I leave you, let's talk a bit on our word of the day. Do you remember the word of the day? Exactly. The word of the day is called disappear. Again, the word of the day is disappeared. So we will say our word of the day is disappeared. Say after me. Disappeared. Again, disappeared. Let me spell it. D-R-S-A-P-P-E-A-R. Disappeared. You can take your pencil as I spelled it. You write it down. Let's go. D-R-S-A-P-P-E-A-R. Disappeared. Again, disappeared. D-R-S-A-P-P-E-A-R. Disappeared. Very good. Let us move on to the meaning of the word disappear. The word disappear means to get lost or to get out of sight. Again, the word disappear means to get lost or to get out of sight. As we were reading the story, we found out that the spell the lady cast on the people, as you call the name 5 or the number 5, you would disappear. Anansi used the spell to trick many people. At last, he was caught up in his own trick and he disappeared. To our parents and caregivers, I hope you will keep working with our students, with our boys and girls. Let them keep reading, let them keep writing, let them keep counting, and let them keep reading our word of the day. Bye-bye.